Hello, long time no see. It's 2018. It's been months since the last video. Sorry about that. I didn't plan to go on a break of this kind, but a lot of things happened. You know, I got sick and life got busy. My laptop broke, so it kind of happened. But I'm here now. The greatest thing about about this new year is that this year, September or October, it's gonna be 2 years since my trip to Alberta, and it's crazy because it feels like it just happened recently. But I guess it's probably because it was one of the best things that has happened to me, so it's like something I think about a lot, so it feels so fresh in my memory. Anyways, today I wanted to talk about when we visited a river, the place Hudson on the show, and this was on the same day as the studio tour, so that day was amazing. When we left the studio, Gordon gave us this. Actually, I'm gonna show you. Horse Canada had a new issue with Amber on the cover. This one. So Gordon had a few of those and he handed them to us and was like, enjoy. Because in the story, looks like that. He had a little bit of a sneak peek to season 10. He just wanted to give that us as a gift, and it was so generous of him to do that. And after the studio tour, because there were a lot of people I didn't know, we kind of separated ways, but there was the core group that I kind of hung out with at that time, decided we would take a little like Heartland outdoors tour, and the first stop was High River. So we split into 2 cars. We had a local guy showing us around because he knew the places he had visited, a lot of them. It was kind of surreal because we were driving there and I knew we were going to Maggie's, but I didn't know what to expect because you don't really know how to prepare yourself for something like that. So we drove to High River and I was looking around like, oh, where's Maggie's and all that. And we just drove ahead, and then I noticed we turned to left, and there it was. Weird because I've seen the street from many pictures, but I've never really seen the town as a whole. So it was nice to see that it was actually the kind of town that they kind of presented to be as Hudson. And we parked our car right around Maggie's. It was actually close to the building they used in season 10, episode 15, where Wyatt takes Georgie out on this date and they have that whole photo booth thing. Time I didn't know they were gonna use it in season 10, but I took pictures anyway because they've used it before on the show, not in a similar way, but we've seen it on the show. So I took pictures and it was nice to look back like, hey, it's that building, I know that building, I've been there. Yeah, we just walked down the street to Maggie's, and you know, you can stand outside Maggie's, but you can't go in. It's not a working diner, it's just a set. So we just hung out and peeked in. inside there were, you know, that stuff you see in the show, and the horse statue was inside, and all that tack, and you know, all that stuff. So it looked real, and it had that little sign like, hey, this is related to Heartland, you can watch it on Sundays, and all that. Then after that, we headed to Museum of Highwood, which is about just a few blocks away. And it's an amazing little museum that has a Heartland section. There's other stuff as well, because Alberta is a good location, like for movie lovers, because they've shot some cool stuff there. We mainly went in for Heartland, and there's no entry fee that I can remember, but you can pay if you want to. And there's a little bit of Heartland merch there as well. If you're going to High River, I recommend that you visit there because it's a really cool place. I bought this magnet. Anyway, it says High River, home of Heartland. And when we went inside, there's a little exhibition around Heartland. There was Maggie's menu, stills from the show, Maggie's uniform, Amy's outfit, Ty's outfit, Tim's saddle, and the little dollhouse Jack and Tim built for Katie. There were little notes from the fans who have come to visit and kind of wanted to leave something behind, and it was a really nice place. One funny trivia thing about that Museum of Highwood building is that they've used that on the show as well, but it's not being a museum, it's just being on the background when Georgie was saying goodbye to Steven, and I think maybe in other scenes as well, but that's the one that I can remember from the top of my head. Museum. We just walked around, just got a feeling of the little town, and was as charming as it is in the show. And there were little places like we've seen in the show, and they've just, you know, walked around and stuff like that. So in a way, I would like to go back and like with like a list of places to kind of stand on and just kind of see where they filmed that in that scene. One of the things I wanted to do while I was in Canada was visit Tim Hortons. And if you don't know what Tim Hortons is, it's basically a place where you get coffee and donuts and that kind of stuff. Kind of like Starbucks. I don't know. We don't have Tim Hortons here, so I've just heard it through the show and through the Canadians that I'm following on social media. And it was kind of like one of those Canada bucket list things. So I had said that to the other people I was with, and they were like, hey, why don't we visit the High River Tim Hortons, because wouldn't that be amazing? Like, it's not just any Tim Hortons, it's the High River one. So we went there, and I think I got hot chocolate and some donut or something, and it was pretty good, yeah. And it was nice to have that memory from High River as well, because I know it's silly, you know, how that kind of thing. And while we were driving around, Steve, a fellow fan who was with us, shared these stories about a flood that happened a few years back. Because he had been on this fundraiser event, and he had kind of inside information about that because of his attendance. And it was nice to hear that, even though it's of course very devastating thing that happened, but to kind of get a sense of that, because we were driving around this road and he was like, no, this was under water when we were here. It was surreal to kind of think that the water was on roads and, you know, all over, when here in 2016 we were able to drive around, walk around, and just we wouldn't have known any difference. Yeah, I'm kind of charmed by this little town because it is what it is on the show as Hudson, but even more. It's kind of beautiful that they've adopted Heartland in a way that they have, and it's kind of become their thing, and you know, it's just like this small town, and then Heartland comes in and it becomes this huge deal, and people are going in and visiting, like us coming from Finland all the way to High River. Like, that's kind of crazy when you think about it. But yeah, if you are going to Alberta, definitely visit High River. It's very easy to find, and you can see the locations, and the museum is great. It just, I feel like it really takes you to Heartland if you're not able to visit any other spots. But that's it, my video for this time, and I hope you enjoyed this, and hopefully I will make the next video sooner than this one. It's just a matter of if I have time. But I will try to make the time because I really want to get these stories out and share you my experience, and hopefully you will enjoy them. I don't know, I just love talking to people who get this whole Heartland thing, because if I would tell these stories to someone who doesn't even watch the show, they would be like, well, okay, like, that's cool, I guess. But I think you can appreciate these stories, and maybe they will inspire you to travel to Canada, High River, I don't know. But I hope something good comes out of these. But that's it for today. I'll see you later. Bye bye. Have a good day, week, night, whatever.